Hello, everybody. We are back again with a video, and this has been the first Champions League night for Atletico Madrid, where we went to Anfield and we lost 3-2 by the late winner from Virgil van Dijk. So, how do I feel about this loss? Well, to be honest, it was a sucker punch at the end, but but I thought the performance which was shown by the team was decent, and the team, the way we played, was something which I did not expect us to play. To be honest, we were way more fluid, we were way more dynamic in terms of our gameplay. I think and of course, it has to do a lot with the fact that we started the game pretty badly. At a point where we thought that our worst nightmare is gonna be there. In the first 10 minutes, we got two goals, and because of that, we had no other choice but to attack. And I'm glad because I was expecting us to play kind of haram ball, given the fact that the kind of injuries and the unavailable players we had, and we kind of did played fairly well for majority of matches, specifically in the first half. After the first 10 minutes, we were the better team, I believe. In the next 35 minutes, we were going into the places. We were able to get the ball into the third, though there was no, a striker, a number 9 position player there. Like, I think at that point of time, I was thinking if Sorloth would have been there, it would have been better. But we're gonna talk about him later. And the next point is that eventually we got our first goal, which was by none other than the goat Llorente. See, Marcos Llorente at Anfield is something which, like, the whole world is not ready. I think the guy becomes a beast. Like, I mean, I have said this thing before. He's among the most underrated players in the past 5 years, but he becomes probably arguably one of the greatest when it comes to playing in Anfield. Man, we talk about his previous performances. But if we talk about the second half, I would say it started off fine, but because the score was 2-1, Liverpool knew that they had to be now on their toes. They cannot kind of sit back and try to slow down the game. So they also started playing more attacking, and they tried to push for 3-1. And there were some moments where I would say they had a pretty good chances. And that one shot by Salah, which he scored on the goal post, that was definitely a really hard, like a high moment. I mean, it was during that time you feel really nervous as a Atletico fan. And other than that, I would say at the counters, at Liverpool was really, really dangerous. A lot of the times the defense did fine, even though, as I said, there were chances which were being created by Liverpool, and even we did create a few chances. But I wouldn't say that it was outrageously like pretty good chances the way one or two chances were for Liverpool. And talking about the substitutions, getting Raspadori off I think was kind of confusing for me, though we got Koke and then we got Sorloth. So Koke, the moment he got into the pitch, I would say the way he controlled the tempo and made bring the stability in the midfield was really good. And other than him, you had Pablo Barrios and Gallagher in the midfield. They did pretty good job, specifically in the first half. Barrios, again, this was a really good match for him because it was kind of a match against a high intensity big team in a big match by match day, a big platform like Champions League, where now he had to dictate and play a really crucial role. It is important because a lot of people highly, like me and a lot of others, highly rate Barrios, and we know the kind of potential the guy has. I mean, he's still living his potential, he's playing great, but I would say there's still, of course, things that he can improve, and it was clear in this match. Like he was showing some moments of brilliance, though there were some also places where you would ask him, like he would need to improve those things, and that is something which will only come with experience and with the intent of improving yourself. So that it is. And talking about Sorloth, I think he did fine. He did not have much to do, and in the last moment, he had a one header after the 3-2, like after Van Dijk's goal. Which, to be fair, with all due respect to Sorloth, if there was any other world-class striker, let's say Lewandowski or Haaland, his own contemporary, and then maybe Harry Kane, that would have been a goal, and that would have been a goal. That was a really good ball by Llorente, and if that would have been a goal, it would have been a really amazing next. This game would have gone into a next level. What I can say, dopamine would have given to me. Though even for Liverpool fan, this is again another late winner for them, and you know I would say we kind of deserve a draw, but Liverpool had the chances which they missed, so it is fair enough. I don't mind that much, but I think it's. I would have still wanted a draw, of course. Why would anyone want their team to lose, specifically in the first match day of Champions League, right? uh, as I said, Liverpool. if we are going to talk about Liverpool, man, the team, I mean, they've been amazing, and it's just a moment when they're going to click. The amount of like the squad they have, all those amazing players in terms of attack and even defense. They have it's insane. Van Dijk was insane in this match. Konate was really solid. These two guys really deflected a lot of crosses, and Salah, man, this was an amazing game. I mean, I just want Salah to have another record-breaking season so that like nobody would even question a bit the guy, man. I think he's now arguably the best Premier League player. Just so that like there's no question in this thing. I just want him to have another world-class season for just this thing, okay? And for make the volume in which the goals he scores for that to get even more insane, right? That is why. But as I talk about the match, I mean, I won't be talking a lot now. It's a short video from my side. Uh, did we did we play good? Yes, I think we did. There were promises, and I'm hoping for the best. Our next match is again Mallorca, and were there improvements needed? Of course there are. And we did not have Alvarez, we did not have Baena, Almada, and we did not have Hansko. So there were a lot of players who were missing. For that, the way we play and the intent and everything, the kind of gameplay we had was pretty good. I would say I was really impressed. You know, uh, yeah, man, as an Atletico fan, hope for the best. I think the team is comparatively clicking way better. And Nico Gonzalez also, he's providing good work rate uh, since he was our last signing, and I would say the players are doing fair enough, like decent. I mean, trust the man, the mid Simeone. And yes, I would like to end by talking about that incident of Simeone, man. See, he is Simeone, and you would expect some kind of a reaction like this from him. Though what really is concerning is the fact that he got a red card, and our next match at Metropolitano is against Frankfurt, which won't be easy, and we should be winning that. I'm hoping for us to win, but he won't be there on the sideline, so we'll see what happens. So yeah, thank you for watching till the end. I hope you like this video. Subscribe for more. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.